Hi and welcome back to day 61. We are looking at the Children's Bible, 365 stories for every single day this year. We hope you are enjoying the series. If this is the first time you've seen this, then welcome. Hi, my name's Amanda and I'm on day 61, so there's 60 days that you've missed so far, but they're just there waiting for you at whatever point you want to go and visit them. So day 61 is God's mountain. Exodus 19 is where it can be found. The people of Israel set up camp at the foot of Mount Sinai, where God had first called Moses to be the leader. Moses climbed the mountain to be alone and quiet, so that God could speak to him. Tell the Israelites, God said, that I have looked after them just like a mother bird looking after her chicks. I will go on caring for them, but they, for their part, must obey me. I am going to speak to you, Moses, in front of them all, to show them that you really have been my chosen leader. They will see only a cloud, but they will hear my voice. Moses hurried down to the camp to give everybody God's message. The Israelites were certainly learned that God was taking care of them, but now they had to realize that God is holy too. Holy means separate or apart. God is not a human being with faults or failures. He is utterly good, with nothing bad in him. His people too must love and obey him by doing what is right. Moses told the people to get ready for God to speak to them. They must wash themselves and everything they wore. They would remind them how pure and clean they needed to be in the presence of God. Moses marked out a boundary line all around the bottom of the mountain. No one, not even an animal, must cross that line and come too close to God's mountain. On the third morning, a deep rumble of thunder brought them all to the doors of their tents. Moses led them to the foot of the mountain. The top was wrapped in a cloud, but as they watched, the cloud changed to fiery smoke. The top was wrapped in a cloud, but as they watched, the cloud changed to fiery smoke, and the thunder crashed more loudly. Then the air was shattered by the loud, long blast of a trumpet. The people trembled and shook with fear. Moses spoke to God, and a roll of thunder came in reply. Don't make us stay here, the frightened people began begging. God is too great and terrible for us to listen to. You speak to us instead and tell us all that God is saying. So Moses and Aaron set off alone up the mountain to hear what God had to say. What do you think about that then? The important lesson that I have from this story of day 61 is that Moses went alone and had some quiet time in the mountain with God, to speak to God and obviously to listen to God. It's a great practice to find a quiet place, a secret place as it's talked about in the Bible, to spend time with God, to speak to him, to share, to offload, and for him to speak to you. Why don't you try that the rest of this week? God bless you.